This is the 5th sketchbook. I know it's been a long waited, but let's just get started. Anyway, this is the 5th sketchbook. You can see that that's when I started, that's when I finished it. The brand that I was using was the Stillman and Brim of the Zeta series. The stickers are my own, I don't sell them, it's just for me. Now with the Zeta series, this sketchbook, it's one of my most favorite sketchbooks that I've bought so far. Granted, out of the brand of the Stillman and Brim, this is the only one that I've tried, and you know what, it's quite worth the money. I think it's worth it. It really is multimedia, really. I used Sharpie in this and it didn't bleed through. There was like very, very minimum of like ghosting, but on camera you probably won't be able to see it. The only thing I wish there was that I wish there was actual more pages. I wish there was more pages because it's not a lot, but they're quite thick papers and you're getting good quality for it, and I really like this one. And it's the soft covered one. So yeah. So this is the first spread. Now the thing that I love about the Zeta series, personally, is the fact that the pages is just as the same as this, right? So the back of the cover is the same as the paper. So you can draw on it, you can paint on it, whatever. It's fine. It will react the same as it would on the normal piece of paper, which is quite thick. Anyway, so this was done in Sharpies of Bingus. I kind of revisited the old school style that I would do with my digital drawings and tried putting it into traditional, which is adding like the graffiti speckle background, and I think it looks pretty cool. This is of Toothless, a toy that, like the Build-A-Bear toys that you can get. My dad got it for me and I decided to draw it. This was in gouache, I was just testing it out, and it does really well. What can I say, it's a good sketchbook. Yeah, as you can probably see, there's just a little bit of ghosting. It's not too bad, but I think it's fine. Like, you could probably put like paint over that or something and it will be fine. Like I said, like I still drew on this and you can only just see it, but it's fine. If you don't like it, then you can paint over it and it's like it's never there. So I drew more pictures of Toothless and then Spyro. With these ones, I use I think it's called Tombow brush markers. So what I did is I grabbed a piece of plastic, put the brush marker on that, like scribbled some of the ink on there, and then because it's water soluble, I grabbed one of those water refill brushes, and then I used that, and that's how it turned out. And I thought it looked really good. It worked very well. There's some Posca pen in that as well. This is Calypso from Pirates of the Caribbean. Tempted. Didn't do too well. Self-portrait, but it doesn't really look like me, which is annoying because I'm trying to get better at portraits. Then I have Vision from when WandaVision first came out. I was watching the first episode. I really like these two pictures here because they're in watercolor and I don't know, I just kind of like them. But this one, I had random blobs of color on there, and then from there I started adding more colors here and there, and then eventually I made it into some kind of form, and then I added some pen to make the lines more defined, and then there we go, we have that. This is not my work, this one here. It's from the artist that I usually talk about a lot. She influences a lot of my creepy art. I'll have her tag somewhere there and probably in the description as well. But yeah, that's a photo from one of her Instagrams. I think her name is Seraph Draws. Obviously we've got South Park, obviously. More South Park, but we forgot Cartman. I have nothing against Cartman, I think he's pretty funny, but I just forget to draw him. These are some perspective drawings from when Drawing with Waffles uploaded her first video of the perspectives. I was just giving that a try. These three are from my studio classes of a blind contour continuous line work of still life. So we have a tree computer set up for one of the lecture rooms, and then two construction workers who were just having a break in a park that I was in. Also an attempt at Wonder, sorry. Me attempting to build a garden bed. Now this is one of my favorite pages, not because it's the most visually interesting, but you know when you're doing painting and you're cleaning off your brush, you were doing an abstract piece, very loosely abstract, and I was using orange and blue because they're complementary colors. And so what I did was I was just dabbing them on the paper towel. This is just paper towel that I cut up and then stuck into here. And what I did is that when I opened it, I saw this cool pattern, and then I hung it over my easel to dry, brought it home, cut it out, stuck in here, and drew a goldfish. I'm not sure, this is a photocopy, it's not the actual one, but he's got the variations color. But yeah, this is one of my favorite spreads. Now this, got some good. So I work with a YouTuber, not a YouTuber, a Twitch streamer, goes by the name of Nubble_99. That's one of his emotes. I made a few stickers for him and then I just sent it his way. And yeah. There's another one that I have of his, which I think was in my previous sketchbook, or the next one, I can't remember. Where I have his, just that one. But this emote was just pop fans. We've got another Loki, a frog, where I was trying to explain to my mum how I wanted to position the garden bed, to have it, instead of on the side, to have it like up against the fence that we have. Anyway, so these two were actually, although they're inspired by No Face from Spirit Away, this was actually loosely based, these were the first concepts that I had for my printmaking class for my first project, which, hold on one second and I'll bring it over. So from that we turn into that, and these were my sketches here. It's not filled, I'll be honest, I lacked in it a lot, but I might show it eventually. There's some good stuff in there and whatnot that I'm pretty proud of. But yeah, those are my stuff. Maybe I'll do a video where I show some of my studio works and show the prints that I've done, some of the sculpture pictures that I've done, and just talk about my processes in them. I think that would be pretty snaz. So yeah, just let me know if you guys want that, I guess. I am proud of my studio work stuff, so yeah. But back to the sketchbook, which is more personal. I just failed attempts at bodies. This was another one that I did for my class as well. Once again for printmaking, a bit of perspective drawing. If I find the page, here it is. So this was the original page that I was working in. Then I had to improvise and put it into here. So this was just for a dry plating etching for Intaligo prints, and that was the print that I ended up getting. I have no idea where the actual plate itself went. There it is. Yeah, but it's this one here. But yeah, so that was the print that I did. But yeah, that was another work that I did for that class as well. This is just a mood board, what I hope my future will look like. I would like to have a house, like a decent looking house. I want to write more, I want to fill up more sketchbooks. I want to have a nice relaxing area where I can have time off and just relax and learn how to relax. And then the interior, everything being clean. I was using this page because I had to do a painting work in one of my studios to use only the color magenta, and so cleaning off my brush on here I was just making that. A character that I have, I kind of abandoned the story. I draw him every now and then. This is Eric, and then that is his brother Marcus. Again, not much to say. Something that was like handing out pamphlets kind of thing. A mono touch print. Chat Noir from Miraculous. My dream cats that I think her name is called, I can't remember her name, but I'll put it somewhere. And maybe like her YouTube, because she kind of draws in that kind of style, I guess, of cats, and I really like the way they look. My demon characters from my previous sketchbook. Dream. I went through a phase where I was really enjoying his Minecraft streams. This is an old mood board that I made of William Herondale, my favorite character in the Clockwork series. I think I did well. I composed that all myself. I think it looks pretty snaz. I used to do them for all the characters that I liked. I think I used to have one for Gemcaster and Tessa Gray, as well as Eden Lightwood and what was her name? Sophie, the maid. This was an old ink drawing that I did of CL Phantom Hive in, I think it was like year 9, which is like grade 9, I guess some other people call it. But yeah, we were using ink brushes, and then I just used some pencil to. But I didn't use any guidelines, so it was pretty snaz. I'm pretty proud of that. It's still pretty cool. I don't think I could replicate that though. Not at all. These were like some photography that I did in year 8 as well, or grade 8. More Chat Noir, Fox, Luca. Fox, I mean lizard. Can I not know animals? So me, what I would do is I would take a little snippet. These are like from puzzles that my mum makes. So my mum usually gets these puzzles, and sometimes they have like these sheets of paper like for reference. And so I think she has a hang up. So I kind of stole this, and then I kind of like took like a little composition from there, and then I just drew that figure in just a select color palette. Is that a pretty snap? Eyeless Jack. Anyway, doing some character designs for my brother's character. My brother had a character that he wanted, like a persona for his Twitch. So I was just creating those character things. Just more of those studies. We ended up with this kind of aesthetic. I think he's changed it completely now. I don't know. But then I was just redrawing creepypasta and stuff because I found some old drawings. Obviously I was getting near the end of the sketchbook and I just wanted to finish it. As much as I did love it, my boyfriend drew that. I basically brought my sketchbook to my boyfriend's house and I just asked him to, you know, draw some squiggles and I'll make something out of it. More of that. Tiki Toby, then Drowned, redrawing. So those were the old drawings, the old drawing I had of him, of them. So then I just redrew them. Portraits, I guess. Masky, my old school drawing of Eyeless Jack. And then lastly, Eyeless Jack. And that's the drawing that I did in 2017. But that is the end of that. Finally got around to making this video. Sketchbook 6 is close by. It's a bigger sketchbook. So yeah.